Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Lsd, and I'm with my homeboy Eggs over here.
How's it going?
And we're Too Faded to Play, a podcast about video games and day drinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This is a special episode.
Yeah, this is a special episode.
It's the 1 year anniversary of the podcast.
Yeah, man, we made it a whole year, man. What's your thoughts, man? Like for the year?
I don't know, man. I guess I didn't really think about it. You told me it when you got here, and you were like, I think it's the 1 year, and I was like, no fucking way. Like, It didn't feel like a year.
Right, man. I'm like, yo, we've been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's been great.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I didn't think we was gonna keep doing it, but we just keep popping them out. And at the same time, I'm like, no, we gonna run out of stuff to talk about
At some point.
But we still going.
Yeah. No, I figured by like episode 5 we'd be out of shit to talk about.
Nah. Yeah. But shit, man, you know, we do have, since it's our year anniversary, this is gonna be a special drink day, so we're gonna fancy it up with the beer.
Yeah, we're start out fancy, and then apparently he's got some kind of challenge drink for me that he hasn't told me about. So.
Oh yeah, it's a challenge today, so it's on. So, other than that, man, what you been up to, man?
I know last episode was our Pokemon episode, but I've just been playing a bunch of Pokemon.
Really?
I know I showed you a little bit. I found a ROM hack for the original Pokemon Generation 1. It's for Pokemon Yellow, and it fixes a lot of the problems that the original games had.
Yeah.
So I've just been kind of playing through that slowly, but playing through it.
Okay. Yeah, man. I've been kind of on Anno. It pissed me off. So, like I started losing so much money. Mm-hmm. And I keep getting attacked by this group of like bandits, but they got better ships than I got. You know, they got steam power, and they got like flamethrowers and shit. Yeah, I ain't even there yet. I still got wooden battleships, and they sink everything I got.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I've been on. But I ain't gonna hold us since it's the year.
The year.
We drinking on.
Duvel, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Duvel. This looks German.
It is Belgian.
Belgian. Close enough.
Belgian Strong Blonde.
And you got this boy frozen. Look at the frost
on
that boy.
That's how you have to drink it.
Oh, man.
You have to drink it frosty and in its own special glass. Yeah, it's a you gotta pop it, not a twist.
Yeah, so this out of Belgium. What's the percent on here? 8.5.
Yep.
Ooh, shit.
We'll be a little toasty after this one.
Oh, we gonna be fucked up. We gonna get some fucking wings after this. Well, let's go ahead and pop them and pour up in our fancy glasses.
The only thing I really know about this drink is the reason you have to put it in a cup is it is so heavily carbonated that if you drink it out of the glass, you do nothing but burp.
Oh, shit. Well, this is up to me. These are nice ass glasses.
They are, yeah. These are specific glasses made for this drink. Like, this is the glass made for these drinks.
Shit, go ahead and pour it up, you know? Oh, yeah. Check that out. They pour nice, too. Got a nice amber color. Ooh.
I've heard good things about this drink.
Right.
So hopefully we really like it.
All right, sure. Let's go ahead and pour up. 1 year. Congratulations, buddy. Toast up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. That's fucking good.
It's delicious.
Wow.
That is delicious.
That's fucking good.
That's one of the best, like, beer style drinks I've ever had, I think.
Wow. I mean, dude. Shit. Hey, go get you some of these.
I'm
How long you have them in the freezer for?
about 3 hours.
And did it explode?
Nope.
Oh my God, these are so fucking good. Now I'm kind of angry because you got a pack up there. You was like, let's save them. I said, shit, you should threw all them bitches in there.
Well, it's a pack of 4 different flavors. So my thought was like, we'll try this one today.
Well, what flavor is this?
This is their basic. This is their standard. Just the basic. Like this is the standard basically.
That's fucking good.
So my thought was like, we'll try this one today, and then later down the line we can try the other 3.
Oh yeah, man.
So.
Shit, this. Oh man, fucking against the grain,
Yeah,
count your days.
I was just say, I'm sorry against the grain. You might.
I mean, y'all make a pretty tasty beer, but God, this right here, this is great.
It's definitely very carbonated.
Yeah. Shit, man. But anyway, happy 1 year, man.
Happy 1 year.
And we made it, man.
Here's to another.
We're gonna keep doing it. But shit, let's go ahead and get into our game for the Cartridge Club.
Yep.
We played Okami for the PlayStation 2.
I'm curious, how far did you get into it?
Not too far.
Not too far.
I didn't get to like no boss or anything. Because I was just kind of like just dicking around with it. But I got pretty far. I fought like a couple of villains and stuff like that.
Okay.
The part that almost turned me off of this game, like it's literally, it's like 45 minutes of talking before you even play the game.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen anything like it.
No, I told you, I was like, the talking in it's bad to the point where it annoys me.
I mean...
And I play games that are meant to just be talking.
when you said it, and originally I'm thinking like, okay, it's just going to probably like 15 minutes or something like that.
No.
It was like every time a new character came in, then he got to tell his background story and all that. And I'm just sitting there like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is... I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, man, 45 minutes done went by and they still talking. I haven't even played the game.
Yep.
We haven't even got to the part where you can get to the tutorial of playing the game. It's just talking.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bit much for me.
They make up for it though. There it is.
Yeah.
They make up for it though by the game being like an 80-hour game by the end. And it's once you get past that talking, because like I said, it's enough talking that annoys me.
Yeah.
And but once you get past that, it opens up to be a more Zelda-like game.
And yeah, I kind of got that for a minute. The other
3D
part,
Zelda, yeah.
Yeah, the other part that was kind of throwing me was the graphics. I'm like, I'm playing it on the modern TV, of course.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like hazy looking through the whole thing.
That's part of the art style because the whole game's supposed to look like old Japanese, like water painted art work.
Okay. I figured that part.
It's partly the art style, also partly because it's on, the modern TVs make these older games look blurry in general.
You're right. I figured it was I had to do something like water paint because in the game you have to use like a paintbrush to do like certain attacks.
Yeah.
And or to unlock like a part on the map, you had to paint it or just put a dot. At first I was painting. So I'm thinking like I had to trace this line. I'm like, why I keep telling me that, I gotta keep, doing painting. And then I was like, wait a minute. I just put a dot. I'm like, that was fucking it. I spent 15 minutes trying to draw this damn thing straight. I wasn't really feeling that part. And surprisingly, it's from Capcom. And generally, I like Capcom games.
Yeah.
But this one, it's all right.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible. It's just you got to get past that first initial talking. After that, it was kind of fun. The head button with the what is he, a wolf? Like a wolf, ain't he?
Yeah, she's a wolf. She's a goddess that has taken wolf form to come down and help the people. And I actually really enjoy the combat in this game. I wish it didn't lock you into like a circle.
Yeah.
For the combat, I wish you were still free to move around more.
Yeah, it was kind of limited. You had to stay like in a certain area.
But you get to the point in the game where you can equip 2 weapons at a time, and you can have I think it starts you out with like that shield weapon that you swing around. Yeah. You can have that. Then you can eventually get like a necklace thing that comes up off your neck and it shoots projectiles. So you can like dodge around, jump in, slash with the stuff. And then they give you multiple different weapons. So like instead of the shield, you'll eventually have like a sword and stuff like that.
Did you finish this game?
I finished it a while ago. I don't know, maybe like 2010. And it's a long ass game.
I believe it. I can kind of tell. when I was just kind of just exploring a little bit, I was like, I could see myself playing this, but I need a CRT TV. I just need one. And surprising, like, they're kind of hard to come by a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
and you also need the room for them, which is
a lot of space, which I don't have. I'll have to set this up in the garage or something.
I guess if for some reason you are wanting to play it and you see it on sale, they do have an HD edition on the Switch and on the PlayStation 4. It would also be on 5 because of the whole porting thing. But it's an HD version. But I think the Switch would be the best thing for that game, just because, like I said, it's a long game.
Yeah, like if I decide to play this on the Switch, I'm gonna have to put it down and just get up and walk away and just let it talk on its own, because I can't sit through that again.
Yeah, no,
that's a lot.
That's the hardest part of wanting to replay that game. I think I've played through the game beginning to end once, and then I've tried to replay it like 3 times, and either I quit before I get through all the dialogue because I'm just like, I want to play the game, I don't want to wait an hour, or by the time I'm done with all the dialogue, I have like an hour I play and then I have to go do something else, It's like...
Yeah, it was funny because when they was talking, they make that, I guess it's like their language or their words, it just sounded so silly. Yeah.
I
was like, oh no. I gotta listen for this for 45 minutes. Oh man. So where you got it on your list? Okami.
On my side, I would put it between Spider-Man 2 and Bayonetta.
That high?
Oh,
wow.
I've experienced the whole game, though, so...
All right, sir, go ahead and read that off.
Alrighty, so on Eggs' side, we have Nier Automata, Sphinx, Super Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, Okami, Bayonetta, Returnal, Jet Set Radio, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Cathedral, Godfall, King of Route 66, and Wulong. On LSD side, we have Returnal, Super Mario Wonder, Nier Automata, Bayonetta, Spider-Man 2, Sphinx, Godfall, Okami, Cathedral, Jet Set Radio, King of Route 66, Wulong, and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah, man. There you go. Check it out for the Cartridge Club. And next episode, I figure we'll take it back. We haven't done any Xbox games in a while.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and play Brink for the 360.
Alrighty. This is one I've never played. I've heard of it, but I've never played it myself.
Yeah, I've never played it. I've had it for years and never played it. So we're going to go ahead and we're both going to be green on this one. So
just like Xbox.
Yeah, man. So for our year episode, we're going to be talking anime.
Yep.
Good old anime. Which is something that we haven't done, but we're gonna talk anime today.
I think after you suggested this topic, I thought about it a little bit, and I thought about the last few episodes, and I think you just wanted an excuse to talk more about Voltron.
Goddamn right. Man, listen. So, I don't know, about a week ago, I was sitting upstairs, I was in the bed, and I was like, damn, man, I really want to watch some fucking Voltron. And I had to obviously go search for it. I didn't want to see the new one. I wanted to see the 1984 original version with the lions. And boy, you talk about a fantastic show. I think I watched probably 10 episodes. Like, I can go on and keep watching them because I found a place where I could watch them for free, and they got full episodes. Oh, so good. Like, so good. That was like one of the best cartoons ever. And
if you really want to watch them all, I have the entire series on DVD. And it's got the Vehicle Force, so for some reason you wanted to watch that.
I vaguely remember the Vehicle Force. I remember bits and pieces of it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. But I could tell you about some of the lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the whole original series.
Oh, that's dope. And then they got that legendary defender. Oh, wait.
That's just like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The legendary one didn't get me. And the one thing that kind of annoyed me, but I ain't gonna talk about it because I don't want to get us canceled. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Voltron, man, fantastic show. I know your dad's a big fan of Voltron.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, Voltron, man, good show. But when you think about anime, like what's your first anime that you could think of?
Jeez.
That would hurt.
I said I've been over here burping the most I think I've done in any episode so far.
I shot that beer quick.
Yeah, you did.
Go ahead and do your thing. Nah, I ain't gonna even do it to you right now.
Not yet?
Nah,
Okay.
not yet, because it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a segment.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. So your first, the question I asked was your first anime that you can remember or you started watching.
I guess technically the first anime I ever watched was Pokemon.
Okay.
And then Digimon kind of right there alongside of it.
I couldn't get into Digimon.
Really, I liked Digimon more than Pokemon.
I like Pokemon more than Digimon. I could not get into Digimon. I couldn't get into the thing on the arm and the card. Nah.
That's not Digimon. That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, it's the card game.
All right. Well, I didn't like neither one of them motherfuckers. What really I didn't like about Digimon, I didn't like the song. The song didn't grab me.
Oh, the dit.
Do not start singing. I hated that song.
I love that song.
Really?
Yeah.
On purpose?
In like the Donkey Kong 64 kind of way, where it's like it's a song that just gets stuck in my head.
Terrible. Anyways,
as far as like when I think, because when I watched Digimon and Pokemon, I just thought they were cartoons. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what the fuck anime was. I just thought they were cartoons. So when I really first started getting into anime, it would probably be the original series of Full Metal Alchemist, the one that came out in like 2006, I think.
Yeah.
That'd probably be that, Inuyasha, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z. Those were all kind of like right at the same time when I was finding those, and that was when I was like, oh, what is this Japanese cartoon thing going on?
Right.
I'm kind of into this.
Right. One of my first remembrance of anime will be Tranzor Z, which I think is basically Mangalore Z. In Japanese, it's Mangalore Z, but over here it was Tranzor Z. So it was like a robot, a guy sitting in the head, and he fighting other monsters and stuff like that. But it kind of reminded me of like Voltron a little bit, because he had like this house. It was rich dude. He had like this house. He'd go in the basement and he had like his lair or whatever you want to say.
Okay.
And then the pool just opens up, and like this little pod comes out. And it flies to the mountain where Tranzor Z is housed.
Okay.
And it drops down into his head. And it's like this big dome in his head. And he flies out. It's like real blocky and stuff. But what's funny about it, the female version, like his counterpart, she had missile tits.
Just like Voltron.
Yeah, she had missile tits. Or the road beast in Voltron, he had the drill nipples. That was one. Speed Racer.
Okay, yeah, Speed Racer.
Speed Racer and Gigantor. This is like a black and white anime.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen that one. I don't think I've even heard of that one, to be honest.
Oh man, it's a classic. It kind of reminds me of Speed Racer, but in black and white.
Okay.
But he's like a robot. It's real blocky and stuff. The song real catchy, so I really like that one. But I kind of got out of it for a while. I think I just started getting back into it until I was like in my 20s. Then when I got back into it, I was watching Ninja Scroll.
Okay.
You ever seen Ninja Scroll?
I've not.
You missing out. Like the scenes on there is just so gory.
Okay.
Like, there's one scene that I can't even say the word, but like it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the way it is, like, it's like a female in there. She's poison.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you can't kiss her, you can't do anything with her, you know, because she is actually poison.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this guy, he basically,
but
he don't know that she's poisoned though.
Okay.
So, but this dude's like basically invincible, like he's made out of stone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how he ended up dying.
Okay.
But Ninja Scroll, fantastic. That was like my favorite anime for a while.
Okay.
What's the other one? I think everybody's seen this. Akira.
Mm-hmm.
That's another classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did end up writing down a couple of my favorites that I thought, and to find these, I had to scroll through. I think what was it? I think it was about 2,000 different anime.
So how many you got on that list? If
of like favorites?
Yeah.
Here it's probably like 10.
All right. So you gonna go ahead and do that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna mix up our drink.
Okay.
So, you know, just go ahead and talk. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here.
All right.
Go ahead and talk.
I'll talk.
All right. So.
At the beginning of this, I put down Full Metal Alchemist. It was kind of the first anime to get me into anime. And controversially, it's the original series of Full Metal Alchemist that I like more. Mm-hmm. And I already know what that is. I like it more than Brotherhood just because Brotherhood ends on a happy note. Whereas the original series is kind of, it's kind of like bleak. It's dark. It's real life. It's not happily ever after for everybody.
Well, you know what, though? I'll take that back. I've watched Full Metal Alchemist, but I've never, like, followed it really. Mm-hmm. It was like, if it was on, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But it was, like, nothing that was, like, one of my favorites. And it was really because I didn't like the guy, the kid voice in the metal, in the armor. I didn't like his voice. It was just too obnoxious for me.
Well, that's because Alphonse was a 12-year-old.
I know he's like a 12-year-old boy, but I'm like, couldn't beef his voice up a little bit?
Yeah, he's a 12-year-old. Here's another one. I think you know this one. Samurai Champloo.
Oh, love
Fantastic
Samurai
show.
Champloo.
The soundtrack, the animation, everything goes crazy in that one.
The soundtrack by itself was cold.
Yeah.
Just complete hip-hop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Like, the fighting styles in it, the animation.
I loved you had the two main, like, characters that fought in that one, and you had a guy that basically, they were samurais, but it was, like, weird 90s people samurais kind of thing. So you had, like, one guy that fought, like, a legit samurai. He fought clean, he fought tight, and then you had the other guy that's, like, doing cartwheels and handstands, and you could have just told me you needed that. I still got half a bottle.
I need one for the house.
And then after that, I don't know if you've seen this one, Trigun.
Yes, I like Trigun too.
That's a great one. I don't know if that's on camera. I don't think they just saw you pour a ton of Everclear into that cup. Trigun's a great one. Not as much the new series. It's good. It's not as good as the original. Summer Wars, which was a movie.
Summer Wars.
Yeah, it was.
I think I've heard of Summer Wars.
It's a pretty good movie in my opinion. It's made by the same guy that did one of the Digimon movies, but he basically took the Digimon movie he made and just made it into an actual movie instead of being Digimon based. It's really good. Another movie, Red Line. Have you seen that one?
Red Line, freshman.
It's kind of like a racing anime in a way. It's like it's a movie. It's over the top. It's Speed Racer on crack, I guess. I don't know how to put it. I think you would genuinely love that one.
Okay.
And I think you need to watch that one if you ever get the chance. It's not a kid show. Don't let kids watch it. It's not kid show like Speed Racer.
Oh no.
But like, but it's a great one. Konosuba.
I never heard of Konosuba.
It is a comedy show about a guy that gets transported into another world. Like it's basically a world that works like an RPG. And everything around him goes wrong.
Everything.
He gets transported into this new world, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have like superpowers. I'm gonna be super strong." He's just a normal human dude.
Okay.
And he ends up dragging this goddess with him out of spite. And her only ability is that she can kind of make water. Do we need ice for this? I can bring ice.
You might need ice.
Because this feels warm.
Yeah, let's get some ice.
All right, I'm going to grab some ice. Make sure you tell them what's going on while I grab this ice.
So.
You tell them what it is. I know what it is.
So, while Eggs is over here getting the ice for our year challenge, I'm sitting over here making Longer Island iced teas. Yes, they're called Longer Island iced teas. For real, this might be fall off the island iced tea. And if you had, most people had Long Island iced teas before, but I just switched up the recipe a little bit. So we have simple syrup. We have Coca-Cola. We have triple sec orange flavor. We have sour mix to go in our Longer Island iced tea. But instead of the normal drinks that you put in there, the vodka, the gin and stuff like that, it's nothing but Everclear. Longer Island iced teas, folks.
I regret sending you that TikTok.
Oh yeah, I was on some bullshit today. So, yeah, we're gonna need some ice in them. It's probably not gonna be a lot of ice.
Yeah, it's gonna be some though.
But we're gonna drink some Longer Island iced teas for our year episode.
And here I tried to give you something nice to drink for the episode.
And you did.
And you show up here with the Longer Island iced tea.
Oh yeah, it's a fall off the island iced tea.
It is. I'm pretty sure I remember from the video the guy specifically said, "Ow, my throat."
Let me get that. He did say, "Ow, my throat." And I almost forgot that simple syrup too.
Yep.
So, you know what's funny? Because when I went to go get it, they didn't have simple syrup.
Oh, really?
But I just so happened to have simple syrup at the house. So,
that's good.
To our year episode, man. Longer Island iced teas. Check it out.
Alrighty.
Salute. All right, let's see what they do. That's good.
So that's actually not bad.
That's good. Woo, that's good.
It's actually really not that bad.
I'm scared.
It doesn't taste like a Long Island iced tea.
No, but it's good.
But it's not bad.
That is fantastic. Oh.
And that's a lot of Everclear.
I did too. I did you dirty.
Is it payback for the paint can?
No, I ain't get drunk off a paint can. This is Malort.
Payback for Malort. Fair enough.
That's great. I like that a lot.
It's actually not bad.
I honestly might be sleeping over here today. Because I'll probably have another one of these. All right. Go ahead back into your list, sir.
All right, Konosuba. It's about a guy that goes to another world. He's very simple. He's got no special powers.
Okay.
He's a little bit lucky. That's about it. And he ends up trying to defeat the Demon Lord. He ends up dragging a goddess with him to this new world out of spite. Mm-hmm. And the only thing she's good for is party tricks. Like, she can't really do anything good. she's a useless goddess, basically.
Really?
And he's on her party. He also gets a archmage, which is like the highest class mage on his party. Mm-hmm. And she is good for 1 attack a day.
That's it.
She can use explosion magic. Mm-hmm. The moment after she uses it, she passes the fuck out and falls on the ground. Mm-hmm. So she can attack once, and she's fucking out of the fight.
That's it.
Yep.
So you better save her to the end or something.
Yep. Mm. And then He's got another girl that joined the team, and she is a crusader, which is kind of like a swordsman or a barbarian kind of character. However, she can't swing a sword for her life, and she can't hit anything with her sword.
Okay.
So it's this group of misfits that are all just perfectly awful, trying to make a living in this new world. But it's a comedy, so it's fun, it's funny. There's stupid stuff that happens to them. Like characters getting eaten by giant frogs, and they have to try to save them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I always like the comedy ones. They're kind of funny.
I'm not done with my list yet.
Oh, go ahead, man.
The next one on this list is Clannad. I made at least one person very sad out there.
Clannad.
It is a very sad anime.
Why do you want to watch a sad anime?
I didn't know it was sad. When I watched it, it was coming out. Season 1 of the anime is very okay. Like it's all right. It's like a romantic comedy. Season 1 about some high school kids, and it's about a guy and a girl that fall in love kind of thing.
All right.
Season 2, they grow up and they have a kid. And spoiler for Austin specifically, stop listening, Austin. I know you want to watch this anime, but spoiler for it. They have a kid and the mom dies. The girl from season 1 just dies. So the entire second season is the story about a single father struggling to raise a child on his own. And it's like, that's not what I expected. And it's incredibly sad. And it's known as one of the saddest anime ever made.
You weren't over there crying, was you?
I cried. I was like, I'm not afraid to admit it. I fucking cried.
Funny story. So back in the 80s, me and my friends, we went to go see Transformers the movie. And if you ever seen, most people have seen Transformers the movie, the cartoon version. In the first 10 minutes of the fucking movie, Optimus Prime dies.
Yep.
And I remember looking over, my homeboy was bawling. Rest in peace, Lorenzo, man. I remember looking over, I was like, what the fuck are you crying? I mean, he was bawling. But I'm thinking about it, I'm like, he was probably 7 or 8 years old then.
Oh, so, yeah.
I mean, he was bawling. That shit was so funny. But continue.
The next one, this is a weird one. It's called Cat Soup. It is a 1-episode anime that has no dialogue. It is a story about a cat going through what is various acid trip lands, attempting to revive his dead brother that drowned in the bathtub. It's an interesting one. There's a point where they get lost at sea, and they have a pig that's like their captain of the boat, and like the main character cat, he's just like, I'm kind of hungry, so he just like drags the pig up and just starts cutting him up and dissecting him into pieces of pork to eat them.
Hey man, I got this warm feeling in my body.
It's warm. We barely drunk any of it, and I'm also warm already.
Oh my god. This might have been a bad idea.
This might have been a terrible idea.
This is a bad idea. It's good though.
It's good. It's actually surprisingly good. I didn't expect it to taste as good as it does.
This will fuck you up.
Yeah, more so than the paint can. Because I think there's more Everclear to other liquid amounts than there was in Pink One. Yeah, it's about half Everclear, half other liquids.
My toes tingling. Oh shit. Go ahead.
Next up, I've got Gundam 00. I don't know if you've ever watched any of the Gundams.
Yeah, I'm hip to Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen 00 or 00?
I don't know. I know I've seen Gundam Wing. I've seen a couple of Gundams because there's so many different Gundams. Like I may have seen 00.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact I watched Gundam Wing.
Okay. I say 00 is by far my favorite. It's very gritty, and it's like, I don't want to say it feels real because it's obviously very fantasy with giant robots.
Yeah.
But It's by far my favorite.
You know they got a life-size one.
They just shut it down recently, actually.
Yeah, I saw that. They was taking it down. I was like, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see that, you know, whenever we get some money to take our Japan trip. Whenever that'll fucking be.
And then the last one I've got on my list is called Heaven's Lost Property.
I've never heard of that one either.
I just rewatched it recently, actually.
Okay.
Because our good friend of the podcast, King Buns, he moved out to Colorado to live in a van on some mountains.
Shout out to Buns, man. Shout out to King Buns, man. When you watch this, man, go ahead and get you a Longer Island iced tea.
It's actually not bad.
Go ahead, sit in your van, be in Moab, some fucking where, pop your doors, and just sit out there and drink your Longer Island iced tea. It take you a little hit, and just sit up there and look at the stars, man. Shout out to Buns.
Yep. So he moved out there recently, and he's not someone who's really seen much anime. He's seen like the popular stuff. He's seen like Death Note. I think he watched Fairy Tail, Attack on Titan, you know, like some of the popular stuff.
Yeah.
But he hadn't really seen much anime.
Yeah.
So I put together a list of shows. I think there was about 20 shows on this list, and I was just like, here's some of the must-watch shows. Here's some of the shows that I like that I think you'll like. Yeah, I put Heaven's Lost Property on that list. And after I started thinking about it, wow, that ice cube just cracked.
It's damn Everclear.
I put Heaven's Lost Property on the list, and I started thinking about it. I was like, do I like this show? I watched it back in like 2009 when it came out, and I remember liking it. I was like, but do I like it now? So I recently rewatched it, and it's hilarious. I don't know if you've ever seen Fairly Odd Parents.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
So it's basically Fairly Odd Parents, except for the main character is a complete pervert, and everything goes wrong. Every wish he makes just goes wrong.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's like, I think it's the first or second episode, so it's not too much of a spoiler. He wishes that the world... he wishes that he could be like the leader of the world. So this angel that grants his wishes is like grants the wish, and he wakes up the next morning and there's like no one left on Earth. And he's like, what's going on? And she's like, you wish to be the leader of the world. No one on Earth likes you enough to follow or respect you, so I just got rid of everybody.
God damn.
It's like, and it's stuff like that where it's like he wishes for something and then something stupid happens. This is drunk. I'm drunk. What?
I just farted.
This is a bad decision.
Oh my god.
I am trying so hard to think.
Oh shit. Oh, so good.
We barely drank any of this and I'm fucked up.
Dude. God damn. Look how much you got. And now look how much I got.
Well, to be fair, yeah.
To be fair, we put more ice in it.
Yeah, so.
Oh my god, that's funny. I'm gonna have to get your list because I'm gonna check out some of the ones that you talked about.
Yeah.
The one that you hit on was pretty much on my list. Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, fantastic.
Champloo. That is a fantastic anime. I think they only did like 2 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was 1 season, but it was like a 26 episode season or something like that.
Man, like they could have kept that going.
Oh yeah, I would have watched all of it.
Man, I couldn't turn it off because I think I got hip to it because it was on Toonami. Yeah, so that's how I got hip to it, and they had pulled it for a while, and then I ended up finding the episodes online. And I just watched them all. Like when it ended, I was just sad.
Yeah, I find that a lot with some anime that I really like. And by the ending of it, I'm just like, what do I do now?
Right. You know, what are you going to? Because it ain't like one of those animes that got like 1,000 episodes. My son, Dale, he watches One Piece.
I could never let myself get into that.
He just watched them all. Twice.
What do you let that kid do?
Man, I'm telling you, man, that boy has watched every episode of One Piece twice.
How?
don't fucking know because it's like over 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, it's like One Piece and Pokemon are like neck and neck for the most episodes of anime ever.
I'm telling you.
At like 12,000 something episodes.
Like right now, he's caught up, and he said he just waiting for him to go to English. He said right now they're all in Japanese right now, but he said he's waiting for them to turn to English. But he's watched all of them twice.
Okay.
One of my other favorites was Big O. Would you hit the Big O?
I'm not, no.
Okay, so Big O was basically kind of like in this what's the word I want to use? Desolitarian world or whatever, where shit like it was like so everybody in the world lost their memories. Mm-hmm. So nobody has like a memory of what the old world was before.
Dystopian?
Dystopian. What the fuck did I say?
You said like dystepitarian?
I don't fucking... Dystopian. That's what I meant. So there was Long Island, man. Or Longer Island.
Whatever you said, I don't think was actually a word.
Hey, man, leave me alone, man. Shit, I'm on the island. Anyway, so they had Big O was like in this world. Everybody didn't have memories. Nobody had these memories anymore from what was before. I can't remember what the reason why they didn't have the memories, but there was these robots. And one guy, he could control them, but the other ones was controlled by like these phantoms or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he would like these robots would come and they was like living like in these big domes or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like the city was like in a big dome. So like the robots would come in and attack like the dome and stuff, and he'll go and attack the robots, man. Like it was fucking cool.
Okay.
Anime. The battles was good. Big explosions. That's the type of stuff I like when they like hit you and just make like this huge explosion that like the whole mountain come down. It was fantastic.
Okay.
What's the other one that I'm thinking of? See, I'm drunk right now, so I can't think of it. With the Academy one.
My Hero?
My Hero Academy.
Okay.
My daughter got me hip to that. That shit is fucking funny. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't watch that one.
Yeah, it's really popular.
It's really popular. The other one, I really didn't like Ghost in the Shell. Mm-hmm. My homeboy, he loves Ghost in the Shell. I couldn't really get into it.
I like the first few episode or the first season maybe, or a movie. I forget if it's movies or episodes. I've seen it through. I like the beginning section of it. I thought it was good then, but by the end of it, it started kind of being okay to me.
Yeah. What's the one that I'm watching right now? It's on Max. Ninja. I think it's called Ninja Kazooie. I think. I don't know.
Yes, I have no clue.
It's so good though. Like,
my whole face is warm.
I'm sweating.
Me too.
But I'm trying to finish this shit. We're going to get wings out there.
Yeah. Lately, I found myself just watching, and anybody who's like an anime fan will hate this, I think. Mm-hmm. I've been watching just the various trash isekai anime. I don't know if you know what isekai means.
Explain that to me, because I probably don't know.
So the term isekai is what you call the genre of a character that dies, or not, maybe not necessarily dies, but they get moved from one world into a separate world. Mm-hmm. And then they have to live out their life in a separate world.
It's Ninja Kamui.
Ninja Kamui. Okay.
Yeah. It's on Max.
Okay.
It's fucking fantastic.
So yeah, isekai is a character that's from one world. Usually it's from Earth, and then they get transferred into another world, and they have to live out their life there. One of the ones I've recently watched, it's called like Jobless Reincarnation or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the whole first season is great. The first season is this guy that's trying to figure out where his family went after this big cataclysm happened. Mm-hmm. And everybody that lived in his area got transported out, and he's trying to find his family. He's trying to figure out if his mom and his dad are alive and stuff like that. Then the second season came out, and I was hyped for that. I was ready to go. I was like, season 2, here we go. I'm ready to go. The entirety of season 2 is him trying to fix his erectile dysfunction.
The fuck?
That's what season 2 is.
Another one that I was thinking about was Shin Chan.
Yeah.
You have the Shin Chan?
I've heard the name. I've not seen it.
It's about the little kid.
Oh, the one that's always got his fucking little dick out.
Yes, man. That little motherfucker funny. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about shit, how you crying laughing, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's fucking
him
stupid.
and his dad be on some bullshit.
I didn't know that was the name, but yeah, I know what one you're talking about.
Man, Shin Chan is fucking hilarious.
It is. It's like the South Park of anime.
My God. And to be for real, I think it was like made in the 80s or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty old. I wouldn't say 80s. I think it's like, actually,
it might be 80s.
I think it started in the 80s, but it's ran for a long time.
It is so good, and it's just so funny. If you just want to trip out off this little dude, this little dude be raunchy. I mean, dick be out, everything, man. He just be sitting over there having these little songs, and he turn around, he just be shaking his wiener. I be crying.
I'm drunk as fuck. I don't know if we can. Oh shit!
Shit, we might be ordering it.
We might be ordering DoorDash. Yeah. I don't know if we can fucking go get food. Right. I barely drank any of this shit, and I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I'm geeked.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of stopping drinking it because I think anymore I'm gonna be sick.
I'm gonna finish mine. Back to the anime section. What was I'm trying to think of another one that I like. Attack on Titan, I really didn't care for it.
Neither did I. I think I watched the first season.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, she loves Attack on Titan. I couldn't get into it. What's the one? Fuck, man. I remember the character's name with Batusai. He had the reverse sword.
I don't think I know that one.
I think it translates into Samurai X in Japan, but it was called something else over here. But he was like a warrior, and he didn't want to kill anymore, you know. But he was like the coldest swordsman in all Japan.
Okay.
So, in order for him to stop killing, he created this sword, and it was a backward sword. So the front part of the katana was dull, but the back part was sharp.
Okay.
So people all over the country of Japan, they was like, I want to come fight Batusai. He's the best samurai, or I can say samurai. He was the best sword fighter or whatever of the country. I gotta beat him. Nobody could fuck with him.
Okay.
Like, dude was nice. Nice, man. Like, that was one of my favorite. I watched, I think it was probably like 3 or 4 seasons of that. I couldn't turn that shit off.
Okay.
I think I watched that on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, yeah, that sounds right. Have you ever seen Gintama?
No.
It's all on Crunchyroll. It's one of those ones where it's got a bunch of episodes. I think it's like 500-600 episodes at this point.
Okay.
But it's a weird mix between action anime and a comedy anime.
Okay.
And it's one of the ones that I go to every once in a while where it's like, I just want to watch something. I don't want to pay full attention to it.
What, you want to? I just kind of have noise in the background. Yeah,
yeah.
Like that.
I kind of want to watch it, but I need to do something else. Maybe I'm cleaning or something. I'll watch Gintama, and it's funny. Like, there's genuine funny parts that happen to it. It has genuine storytelling and stuff, but it's like old era Japan,
Right.
And the swordsman for hire, and he gets his group of friends, and it's pretty funny. I like it. It's called Gintama. It's on Crunchyroll.
It's another one that I think you should check out. It's on Netflix, and it's
You're gonna have to give me your Netflix password then, because I don't have one.
It's all about a black samurai.
Okay.
Like, this is a real guy. Like, he was transported to Japan, and he was a slave.
Okay.
But one of the I guess I could say emperor or whatever. They liked him. They took a liking to him because he was a big black, muscular black man.
Okay.
And his name is Yasuke.
Yasuke.
Oh, check that shit out.
What's it called?
Yasuke.
Oh, so the name of the anime is Yasuke.
The name of the anime is Yasuke, but he was the I guess you want to say the only black samurai.
Okay.
And motherfucker was cold. I think they're making a real life movie about him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you check out the anime, you'll really like it. Like I saw it a couple of years ago, so it's probably like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay.
But it's fantastic.
Okay.
And I did hear talks. I think that they're going to make a live action movie about his life.
I think that would be cool if they don't fuck it up, because they fuck up a lot of the live action stuff.
Yeah.
Aside from the One Piece, I've heard the One Piece live action is good.
It is. It is good. The Samurai X one, which is about Batusai, I didn't like the live action one.
Okay.
The anime is way better. I couldn't stand the live action one. It was terrible.
I've seen a few of the live action stuff, like Death Note and
Death Note
Full
wasn't
Metal
bad.
Alchemist.
I didn't see Full Metal. I saw Death Note. Death Note wasn't bad, but I didn't really care for the anime of Death Note.
Oh, you didn't like the anime?
It was alright.
I think the first half of the Death Note anime is really good. When it's like in and light, going back and forth, trying to figure out who's doing what, I guess more in, trying to figure out who's the killer, who's all this, and you've got this pretty interesting back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
The second half of the anime, once In dies and it's his like cousins or whatever the fuck happened, it's pretty boring. But I didn't really care for the live action version. I thought it was just, it felt like it was trying to be a horror movie with all the gore, and not be a mystery smart movie.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, because it's probably a movie I never watch again. Another one that I grew up on was Robotech. Okay. Robotech was basically kind of like the fighter jets, but they turned it to mech robots.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was big into Robotech when I was a kid. They got so many different branches of Robotech that I couldn't keep up with all of them. Okay. So the original series of Robotech, that's what I grew up on.
All right.
My last one. This one was kind of it's dirty. Dirty. And
I'm about to talk about some hentai, are you?
Yeah, man. My homeboy, he got me hip to it, and he had it on DVD, and I was like, man, let me check it out, man. La Blue Girl.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my God. If you ever seen La Blue Girl, oh my God. Yeah, I'm talking about some of the this is not kid friendly. This is probably some of the most vulgar anime I've ever seen. Like, I mean, it's hentai. If you know what hentai is, you know. I mean,
if you don't know what hentai is, do not look it up.
Man, tentacles. All the orifice filled. Yeah. Oh my God. Entertaining as fuck. Goddamn. I was sitting there like, wow. Like, I just remember one part of the scene that me and my homeboy Robbo, we kind of joke on it, because I think we both watched it. And he was like, it's one scene where one of the monsters, he had like a tentacle.
Yeah.
What's the name? I mean, it was multiple. He was in every hole, and then I guess it was so good to him. I just remember him saying, like, at this rate, I might lose. That shit was so funny. And I know my homeboy, he used that terminology because I heard him say that shit. And I was sitting there like, man, get the fuck out of here. He had me crying laughing.
Have you ever seen
It's such a bad idea.
It's a terrible fucking idea. Have you ever seen what's it called? Ghost Stories?
It sounds familiar.
So it's an anime that was a really popular manga. And for an idea, a manga is like a comic book kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And usually that gets turned into anime, and that's where most anime comes from. Yeah, not all manga. Of it, most of it. So Ghost Stories was a incredibly popular manga. And it got turned into an anime. And it was bought up by a company here in America to be translated and showed here in America. Mm. The anime absolutely failed in Japan.
Really?
Just failed. Like, no one liked the anime. So when it came to America, they basically told the translator, like, kind of follow the story, but do what you want to make sales. We just need to make money back on this. It did so bad in Japan. That's
like that.
So, like, 60% of the show, that's probably wrong. I'm probably lying there. I shouldn't be lying on a podcast. I'm very drunk. A lot of the show was just full-on ad-libs, and it's compared to South Park for how bad the English translation is. Mm-hmm. If you ever get the chance, watch it. Know that it is very fucked up. But it's called Ghost Stories, and it's one of the few English translations that are just fucked up.
I'm gonna get on this. This is gonna be my last one.
Yeah, I gotta go piss.
Because we had about an hour.
Yeah.
My last one was One Punch Man.
One Punch Man? Okay.
One Punch Man was fucking great.
It was fun. It was a very fun show.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, he's this guy, he trained to be a superhero because they got like a kind of like a superhero guild. Mm-hmm. So he trained to be the best superhero in the world. But the funny part is nobody give him his shine.
Yeah.
So like there's ranking in this superhero guild or whatever, and he's like at the bottom, but he's really the strongest out of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like he could take hits, everything.
And he's the One Punch Man. He can kill anything in one punch.
One punch. Yeah. You know, that's his thing. And so like he get like this cyborg guy, and the cyborg guy wants to learn under him because he was like, you know, I know you strong. Like teach me, you know, your thing and your workout regimen. And so he was sitting there telling him his workout regimen, and he was sitting there like, that's fucking it. He was like, yeah, I do 100 push-ups every day. I run 100 miles every day. I do 100 sit-ups every day. That's all he did. And the dude sitting there like, that's fucking it. That shit was so funny to me. But
One Punch Man is great.
Yeah, One Punch Man is a fantastic cartoon because it got everything. Got good fight
scenes.
Good fight scenes. It got good explosions, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Just
a bald dude beating everybody up.
Man, I'm talking about like he be getting his ass whooped sometime.
All right, let's close out this podcast. I'm about to piss myself.
All right. Hey, he about to piss himself. Shit. I'm Lsd.
I'm Eggs.
Peace.
See ya.